Hi everyone, this video is about yoga for sciatica. We will be going about through 10 poses. It may take 15 to 25 minutes for you to practice this daily, every day. You can do this every day without getting injured, without really doing too much. Let's start. We're going to start in child's pose. If you sit back towards your heels and slide your hands forward and walk your hands further up to top of your mat, bring your head down and just take a few breaths here. You can wiggle side to side. Bring your attention to your breath and also feeling the back of the body at the moment. How does your hips feeling? Looking forward towards your fingertips. Now come forward to all fours, hands and knees. And wrist underneath your shoulders, keep your back long. We're going to push the hands down, lift your sternum, look up, tuck your tailbone up. As you exhale, push your hands down, curl your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, lift your sternum, look up towards the sky, push your hands down. Exhale, curl your spine, gaze towards your navel, breathe in. And breathe out, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift your sternum, push your hands down. And exhale, curl your spine. It's called cat-cow. We'll do a couple of different variations of this cat-cow. Exhale, now inhale, look forward and push all the way back towards your heels and drop your elbows, chest and chin towards the mat. Look forward, come forward, push up from here. When you are up, push your hands down, curl your upper back, exhale, push, sit back towards your heels, elbows down, chest and chin down. Inhale, push up and curl your back, exhale, push, sit back towards your heels, elbows, chest and chin down towards the mat. Inhale, lift. When you are here, push your hands down, curl your upper back, then push back towards your heels. Then inhale, come forward again. Stay in all fours. We're going to drop the elbows down underneath your shoulders. And this is another cat-cow variation. Push your arms down, lift your sternum, look up, and exhale, push your arms down. At the same time, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift your sternum, look up, and exhale, curl your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, lift your sternum, look up. Exhale, curl your spine, gaze towards your navel. Adding this to your daily practice, this can be done every day. Do cat-cows every day, variations of cat-cows a few minutes. This will warm you up and prepare for the class as well as good for your hips. Now look forward, come to all fours position. So we have done the cat-cows. Now we move on to downward facing dog from here. If you just look at the alignments here. I'll tuck my toes under and lifting the hips high to downward facing dog. And start bending your knees one at a time. It's a hip opener. Again, good for your sciatica, good for the back of your legs and hips, as well as lower back. Keep bending your knees one at a time. You don't really have to do too quickly. You don't have to do too much. Little by little every day. Practicing this will help you a lot. Then when you're done, there's a few rounds. Just bring your knees down towards the mat again. Open your knees wide and take a child's pose here. Relax for a few minutes. Bring your head down. And when you're ready, look forward towards top of the mat. Come forward to all fours again. Then lower yourself all the way down. Lying on your tummy. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your glutes relaxed on this one. and lifting your head and shoulders off the mat. Engage your core here. You can take your hands off the mat, take your shoulders back, your hands back. When you're ready, you can take your legs up off the mat as well. Exhale, stay here, lifting higher. If you're able to lift a little higher, do so. This is why otherwise just breathe here, breathe out, inhale, and exhaling. Taking 5 breaths here. And slowly come down towards the mat. Just release your head, your cheek to one side. We're going to stay here, lying on the front, and draw your head to the center again once more. Engage your core, lift your head, shoulders off the mat. You can take your legs off the mat as well as your arms, and adjust your fingertips, spread your fingers wide, look forward, keep your neck aligned with the rest of your spine. Lift as high as you can here. Keep the breath flowing at the same time. And exhale, slowly come down. We're going to take hands underneath the shoulders here and push back towards child's pose again. Open your knees wide, push, sit back towards your heels. Knees to chest pose. Come back, lying on your back and draw your knees in towards your chest and give a gentle hug towards you. That's right. The sixth pose will be knees to chest. If you come back lying on your back, draw your knees in towards your chest, you give a gentle hug towards yourself, and you can rock side to side. Keep your sacrum down on the mat again. Gently pull your knees towards the chest and noticing the hips here have a gentle opening. Then extend your left leg towards the mat. Now hugging your right knee towards your right shoulder, moving your right knee outside your right rib cages. You gently pull towards your right shoulder as close as you can without forcing. And exhale, release your right leg, bring your left knee in. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Keep pushing your right leg down. Draw your left knee towards your left shoulder this time, keeping your right leg on the mat. Gently pull as close as you can towards your left shoulder. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, breathe in. Breathing out, inhale. Exhale. And draw your right knee, hugging both knees here, gently squeeze your knees in towards the chest. You feel a gentle pressure onto your lower back on this one. Exhale, taking both legs down towards the mat, arms behind your head. Take a long stretch here, full body stretch. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, let go. We're going to stretch, stay where you are, just stretching your right arm and right leg. Right arm and right leg only as far as you can. Take a long, deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Left arm, left leg. Take a long, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, relax. Both arms, both legs once more. Take a long, deep breath in. And exhale, relax. Bring your knees in towards the chest. We're going to do happy baby pose here. If you grab soles of your feet, bend your elbows, bend your knees down towards the mat. You can rock side to side here. Then close your knees and feet towards each other. Roll onto your right side. Come to seated position. Eighth pose will be reclining pigeon. We'll take both hands behind the hips and lifting your right leg up and placing your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Push your hands down, lift your sternum here. Keep your back long. Then thread your right arm underneath your right leg and left hand meets towards your right hand behind your left leg. Then roll onto your back. Come back lying on your back on your mat. To start with, just again without forcing, doing too much, noticing your right side of the hip here, gently pulling without forcing it, and extend your left leg up now towards the sky. Good. And gently pull your left leg as close as you can. Your body will tell you to stop, so no pushing. Take a few breaths here. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your left knee again. Stay where you are. Just gently pull. See if it's any easier since you start your reclining pigeon. And release your left foot down first, and then your right foot down. Ease your knees side to side, couple of rounds here. I'll wriggle myself down here. And then, while you're lying on your back, just take your left leg up and place your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And thread your left arm underneath your left leg, finding your fingertips behind your right leg. If you cannot reach towards your hands, you can always use your belts to do this. Gently pulling your right leg towards the chest and extend your right leg up. Again, you can listen to your body here, left side of the hip. We're working on reclining pigeon. We take a few breaths here, exhale. And bend your right leg. Gently draw your right leg closer. See, notice if it's any easier than you started on your left side. Breathe out, inhale. Exhale, breathe in. As you breathe out, release your right foot and then left foot down. Ease your knees side to side towards the mat. Then bring your knees in, hugging your knees towards the chest. Just to take a few breaths here. Next pose will be, while you're lying on your neck, tekrar alıyoruz, tekrardan. Next pose will be bridge pose. This is a back bending pose. Next pose will be bridge pose, a back bending pose. Keep your knees up, turn your palms fit next to your hips, push your hands down, lifting your hips off the mat. Take your hands down underneath you, interlace all 10 fingers underneath you, roll your shoulders underneath you, lifting your hips higher, push your arms down, push your heels down towards the mat to lift your hips higher. Exhale, inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathing out, inhale, exhale, release your hands and slowly come down towards the mat. Ease your knees side to side, then roll onto your right side. Come to a seated position. Stretch your legs in front of you here. We're going to bend the right knee in and turn soles of your right foot towards your left leg for your Jani Shirsasana on your left side. Reaching both arms up And exhale, fall forward. You can always again use a yoga belt here if you cannot reach towards your left foot. Keep your back long, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Try not to round your spine. We do 5 breaths here on each side. Then taking your right, both arms up and hands down. Draw your right knee up, extend your right leg. Other side, bend your left knee in, sit tall, turn soles of your left foot towards your right leg, reaching both arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Using a yoga belt, wrapping a strap around both of your right foot if you cannot reach towards your foot. So there is an option for every yoga pose that you do. There is no pose that you cannot do. By modifying the pose and using your props, we can do all the poses. Inhale, come back up to seated position, take your arms up, exhale, hands down. Now draw your left knee up, extend your left leg. Shake your legs a couple of times. We're going to fall forward over both legs, reaching both arms up, and exhale, fall forward. 10 breaths in your seated forward fold. 5 breaths on each side on Janu Sirsasana. 10 breaths on seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, come back up, reaching both arms up. Exhale, hands down. Now draw your right knee towards your chest and cross your right leg over your left leg. Keep this left leg engaged here. Lift your sternum here. Reach, take both right arm behind your back in line with your sacrum. Shake your legs a couple of times. Bend your right knee in. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Sit tall. You're going to take your right hand next to your right hip. Push that right hand down. Lift your sternum. Reaching your left arm up. And tuck your left elbow outside your right leg. Right arm goes in line with your sacrum. Look over your right shoulder. And exhale. Stay here. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. Breathing out, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 4, inhale, exhale, 5. Come back to the center onto your legs. We'll do other side. Bend your left knee in and cross your left leg over your right leg. You're going to take your left hand next to your left hip, reaching your right arm up. Tuck your right elbow outside your left leg, left arm behind your back in line with your sacrum. Engage that left arm, push your left hand down, keep your heart lifted. And exhale towards the back of the room. Inhale, exhale 2, breathe in, breathe out 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. And come back to the center, undo your legs and shake your legs a couple of times. And you can finish this short practice with legs up the wall pose. You can come towards the wall as close as you can and taking your legs up. And release your arms down alongside, palms facing upwards. Make sure that your lower back on the mat here. The Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, recommended 5 to 25 minutes on his own. Again, this will depend on the person. But since we've started the practice, if you did this about 5 to 10 minutes, it should be okay. When you come out of your pose, you can bend your knees, pushing towards the wall, and just release your pose. After 5 minutes, and come to seated position. Sealing your practice with gratitude. Yoga, this video was about yoga for people who have sciatica problems. You can practice this every day, every single day. Injury risk free. You can't get injured doing these poses, and it's very simple, very efficient, so much benefits. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.